Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here. So glad you could make it. Capricorn, these are messages coming through from Spirit for you. I already shuffled and laid out your spread, so let's get into your reading, Capricorn. Let's flip time. Yes. So, Capricorn, darling, your overall energy is the Seven of Cups. Underneath that Seven of Cups, you do have the Hermit. So you may be analyzing, seeking answers and solutions. You may be evaluating where there may be some confusion, or you are searching for options, weighing up your options, or you're trying to, I'm hearing dispel confusion. You're trying to dispel any confusion that could be happening or any illusions. But there's also a need or focus to make the right choice. Now, with this Hermit here, there could be dealings with a Virgo, but you're in contemplation mode, deliberating, trying to get insight, evaluate and reevaluate, and making sure that you are not deceiving yourself or being deceived in any way. But this is you evaluating your goals. Now, some of you, there may be some paranoia. You may be a little bit paranoid here. But this can also talk about some wishful thinking. And so on that Seven of Cups, I wanted more information. And the card that came out for you is, if the hand offends, remove it. If the hand offends, remove it. So I feel this is more to do about removing confusion and narrowing down of the options and focusing on coming to the best possible choice if a choice is needed. So let's get into this. Your energy and attitude is the Queen of Swords. Look at that. The Queen of Swords here is your energy and attitude. This is you not putting up with any bullshit. This is you being very, very logical, very wise. You are drawing on your experience because you've gone through a lot and it was difficult and hard and painful, but you got through it, but you learned so much from it. And so you stand in your truth here with this Queen of Swords, I feel. And with this Queen of Swords, this is you being smart, logical, and rational with the decisions that you are making or needing to make here with this Queen of Swords. Now, in your relationships, you do have, for your relationships, friendships, and in love, the Page of Swords. This, I feel, is like a talkative energy. Now, you may be getting some news or conveying some news. Someone is being sharp in their communication, where they're speaking their truth, even though it may be hard to hear. With this Page of Swords, that may be you, since you are embodying the Queen of Swords energy, where you're cutting out the nonsense and you're standing and speaking your truth here. But the Page of Swords talks about communicating, having a new consideration, perhaps coming up with a new plan. You may be looking to protect yourself in a particular situation or connection, or you're looking to convey your point of view or establish your point of view with someone here. So let's take a closer look. You may be looking to cut someone off if they are offensive to you, and you are weighing this up because you're not trying to have any confusion, or you are focusing on better options for relationships, connections, friendship, and or in love. Tell me about the Page of Swords for Capricorn. Tell me about the Page of Swords for Capricorn. Spirit, give me 3 cards, please. Thank you. So on the Page of Swords, underneath you got the Page of Swords again. So this is double confirmation. There's something very significant happening or occurring in your relationship sector, with relationships, friendships, and love, where there's a lot of talking. You see these birds here? There's a lot of talking. There may even be some backbiting here. And so on that Page of Swords, you have the Seeker, the Chariot, and the Ten of Cups. So there may be some obstacles, or you may be trying to move forward or overcome some shit that's going on in your connections, relationship, or love. The Chariot, you could be dealing with a Cancer, or Cancer could be involved. But with the Chariot here, you're looking to have a clear focus. You are looking to have self-control. You are trying to address any scattered energy that may be existing in an effort to arrive to the destination that you want to reach with your connection or connections that you're focused on in this way. You're looking for forward movement. You're looking to have victory. This is you having emotional control, but also having that will and determination here as you deal with what influences are occurring and having some impact on the way you think, or you are looking to deal with and have influence and impact on the way who you're dealing with is thinking here. I also feel this is a focus on some sort of advancement, or this is you focusing on having the ability and the confidence in your ability to steer a situation that you're dealing with here. But I feel with the Seeker, you are trying to get illumination around what seems to be out of control or needing to be brought under control here, or as it has to do with a Cancer individual, and trying to get clarity on the way to move forward here so that you can get fulfillment, or as it has to do with family, and trying to have the best that can happen in a situation occur. But I feel like you may be in the dark and you know it, and you are trying to sift through the darkness, perhaps by your intuition and instinct, to really try to see what is hidden here in your connections or relationships. Who's doing the backbiting? Who's doing the lying? Who's doing the talking shit? Okay, who might be being dishonest? You could be dealing with someone who's acting immature, or there could be a focus on a child here. And so in the home, Capricorn, you do have the Ten of Wands. So you're experiencing some burden here. Quite a amount of burden with this Ten of Wands. There may be a lot of responsibility that you're dealing with regarding home. You're overwhelmed. You're carrying the load. You are carrying the load, but you might be thinking about how to cut something off, or cut someone off, or cut something out. Or you're looking to rethink this shit because it's too much. Whatever's going on in the home. And you might be looking at what your options are, or, you may be under the illusion around something. It could be to do with some wishful thinking here, or on somebody's part. Tell me about the Ten of Wands for Capricorn in the home and family. What's going on with this Ten of Wands, please? Give me 3 cards, please, Spirit. Whatever's going on in the home, you tired of fucking carrying that shit. And you might be looking to share the load. Or there may be a need for you to speak up that shit need to be carried by other than you, or not just you. Thank you. Okay. Underneath you have the King of Cups, so there's a lot of feelings and emotions around this. This could be with regard to accountability, responsibility, or what you just that's at the heart of the matter for you. There could be a focus on someone that's in the King of Cups energy. But this is someone who's upset. I'm upset. Someone may be trying to air out their differences, or someone is needing to get grounded in their emotions. Okay? Someone may be burdened with a lot emotionally here, or someone may be pouring out a lot of their emotions and burdening you with it, or you just feeling a hell of a lot about all the burdens that's going on that you're carrying as it has to do with the home or with family. You may be burdened by a King of Cups that could be emotionally manipulating. This King of Cups, I hope you're not dealing with somebody narcissistic, Capricorn, or that you're not being narcissistic in your tendencies and behavior. But the King of Cups, this is about emotions and feelings. This here is needing to trust your intuition or tap into your intuition. Now, for some of you, you may be burdened because you're yearning for romance, or for some of you, there may be issues with your identity, or someone is having issues with their identity, their role in the house or with home. For some of you, you may be burdened from the lack of recognition, or someone is burdened about the lack of recognition, about the role that they are holding. That's a lot of burden to carry and not being really appreciated, or still being talked shit to, or someone is, acting up. You may be being very burdened in your heart about a child, or about some news that you receive that is affecting the home or the household. Now, you do have this Knight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups on that 10 of Wands. So with the Six of Pentacles, there's a focus on give and take. There's a focus on charity or generosity here. Needing to have a balance in resources, a balanced exchange here. Money could be a factor or issue, or whatever is deemed as valuable, that there's a focus on having an even exchange, or a focus on trying to receive, or there's a focus on what needs to be given. But with this Knight of Swords, this is about scrutinizing the situation and taking action. And someone may be being very blunt. Someone may be being undiplomatic or tactless here. But there may be a focus on seeing how to scrutinize something as it has to do with what's being offered, or the lack of an offer or opportunity. Or there's a scrutinizing about love. Now, the thing is, there could be two teenagers, or just two young adults here, or someone is operating from, their headspace, while someone else may be operating from their heart with the goal of trying to release whatever burdens, or be responsible in carrying it, and how to share in that. There may be someone is not being mindful of someone else here, because this Knight of Cups seems to be chasing after this Knight of Swords. So there may be a burden where you are scrutinizing something, and either you or who you're dealing with is trying to move away from some sort of offer or opportunity, or some sort of gesture, or something to do with love. But someone doesn't want to give here, or someone's not giving here, or being mindful that there needs to be an even exchange, or there needs to be more balance. Something is one-sided here. And so there's a need to see how to bring it into that burden, see how to cut things out, maybe even look for other opportunities or offers, or to ask for help or see where else there can be help. You do have the Seven of Cups here. And also, if you have someone that is supposed to be supportive in the home, where everyone or who all is involved is supposed to be working together, and you're getting difficulties or getting resistance in that, and you're being offended or you are offending, then there may be some scrutiny as to looking at making a decision and weighing things up to come up with a solution. And the solution may be, if there is an offense, someone may be looking to cut you out, or you may be looking to cut someone else out as a way to solve it. Now, in work, you do have the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is talking about there could be some news coming in, but this particular page doesn't look all that enthusiastic. So there may be a lack of enthusiasm or lack of creativity as it has to do with work. Or you may not be really feeling some sort of news that is coming in. Or, your employer may not be really feeling the news that you are conveying here with this Page of Wands. So let's take a closer look at that Page of Wands. Spirit, tell me about this Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is also saying for work that there's a need to come up with new and creative ways to take things to do with work in a new direction. There may be a lot to learn, and there may need to be a need to have the enthusiasm and the creativity to dive in and do the work and be creative and go on and go ahead with what that learning process that needs to happen. And for some, it's happening anyway. You don't care for it. Tell me about the Page of Wands for Capricorn regarding work. For some of you, you're not you're just not liking the response, or you just don't have any genuine response to matters to do at work. So it's like, if you don't have nothing to say, you ain't saying shit. Now, I am seeing 2 pages here. So there may be some immaturity that's happening in certain circumstances or connections, either in relationship, family, or in love, or as it has to do with work. There may be some immaturity. Someone may be being impulsive. There may be some backbiting, or just, disingenuous or disinterest here. Ooh, okay. I have some cards that wanted to come out here. And the first card being the Sun. And then we have the Page of Wands in reverse and Justice in reverse on that Page of Wands. Underneath, there's the Six of Cups. So there's a focus on, as it has to do with work, we're trying to get satisfaction here, trying to get to some sort of successful conclusion or satisfactory conclusion. Or something may be surfacing or coming back up regarding someone or something that was in the past that's coming back up now with work. Okay. Now, there could be something to do with family or just a specific relationship that you may not be feeling right now, or whatever is the conclusion that's being drawn up here, you're not feeling. Because if it seems like something is coming to light or being illuminated here, and whatever the response is, there's either a lack of response, no response, or you don't like the response, or someone is being immature and impulsive in the way that they are coming at you, or perhaps this may be how you are, or this is you trying to get illumination and get a response where no response is being given because there is some sort of imbalance or injustice here, or you feel like something wrong is happening here, or the right thing isn't occurring here, or someone isn't making the right decision. Now, this could be involving a legal matter. Justice is talking about you could be dealing with a Libra. But also with justice, this here is about, perhaps you may feel taken advantage of, or something is irrational or unequal. There's an inequality, or there may be some sort of cruelty or lack of clarity here. This may be you not accepting something, or there may be a lack of truth here. But you may be looking to get illumination or get clarity about this and try to come to some sort of successful conclusion. Or perhaps this is you trying to have a positive outlook about something you're not really vested in or interested in, because you may feel like it's not fair, or it's irrational, it doesn't make sense, or the right thing isn't happening. With work, but you see something is out of balance, and you may be trying to bring that to light, or maybe something needs to be brought to light here. But there's a need to pay attention to the details and make sure that you have the correct understanding here, or get the correct understanding around this. There's a need to be fair. There's a need to do things above board and do things by the book and manage this carefully, and maybe none of that is happening, or someone isn't following the rules, or someone is bending the rules when there's a need to follow rules, or create some rules, or modify the rules and not bend them. But with justice here, someone is going to get what they deserve, and someone isn't. So what side of this are you on, Capricorn? Now it has to do with money. Wow, you have justice here. So perhaps you're bringing justice to the situation at work, or you're receiving justice in a situation that was not right and is being righted or needs to be righted. But justice is talking about, as it has to do with your money and finances, that you're needing to make balanced decisions, that you're needing to be fair, you're needing to have a careful budget, you need to do the right thing, maybe create a system for yourself here. Your money could be tied to a legal matter here, or you're looking to get a decision or get something in your favor here with justice. But there's a need to do the right thing with justice here around your money and finances. But with justice here, I do feel like you are able to balance your money and finances, but there's going to be a need to work to do that, to work on doing that, ensuring that, managing it, being careful. Tell me about justice. And so there's a need for you to scrutinize what needs to be cut out and done away with, and prioritize. Tell me about justice. There may be something you're looking to go in your favor around your money and finances. There may be a need to be mindful of your level of experience. You may be a little inexperienced, or there needs to be more experience around your ability to keep your money balanced and stable, Capricorn. Thank you. At the bottom, you do have the Ace of Swords. So this is around some sort of new communication could be coming in, or this is around new communication, or coming up with a new concept, new consideration, the potential for something, looking for a breakthrough, seeing what you need to cut out with this Ace of Swords, since you do have justice here, or perhaps something is being cut out, and it's a decision being rendered or connected to a legal matter, where as a result of this decision, it may be cutting you, so to speak, because it's cutting your money, and there's a need for you to focus on making the necessary adjustments and being more careful and coming up with a budget in order to maintain balance. But the ability to have balance with your money is possible. Now, on justice, you do have the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So with the Page of Swords, there may be some sort of news coming in. This may be news coming in that you don't like, or this may be news about related to codependence, either on your part or someone is codependent upon you in terms of money. And you may be thinking of how to take care of and nurture things by trying to see what you can come up with as a new resource for money, or you're waiting to get news about money around what you want to take care of, and you may be in your feelings about it, or someone is looking towards you to help them to balance their money and finances as well. And this is about you being mindful that you must first make sure that what you need to have right and balanced for money is taken care of for you first. And there may be a need for you to cut someone else off if there's someone that you were a source of income for, or someone may be cutting you off that was a source of income for you, or there's a need to rethink things or be mindful of any any emotional spending habits that could be affecting your money and finances in a way that the balance to your money and finances could be jeopardized or needs to be tightened. Now, you could be gaining money or waiting on news about gaining money. For some of you, you are gaining money. For some of you, you're not going to gain this money, and this is going to make you upset. Either way, no matter what side of this you're on regarding your money and finances, there's a need for you to cut things out, create a budget, be careful about how you handle your money, and focus on making the right decisions and do what's best and right and good as your money is concerned. Now, something positive that's going to happen to you is this Three of Pentacles. So this is you being able to have support from others, to be able to work things out or work together and build and create what you need to move forward with your plans. This is you being able to collaborate with others with the things that you want to work on. This is also something positive may be happening at work, or is going to happen at work, or whatever you're working on is working out, or who you are able to work with, you're able to go ahead and map things out and build and create, because you're logical and you come up with plans that work. Now, your unexpected is the Page of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, there are children involved. We have the Page of Swords here, the Page of Wands here. As the unexpected, we have the Page of Pentacles here. So there are children involved, or there is immature behavior that is occurring, that you're dealing with, or that you may be exhibiting, or there's just a lot of news and messages where communication that requires communication, requires action, or requires you being able to do something or receive something or learn something or work on something. But with the Page of Pentacles as the unexpected, this is you perhaps learning something, gaining something of value, working on something. This is a doing energy, starting something new perhaps with this Page of Pentacles. For some of you, this is you coming up with a new plan, maybe even a new budget. But know that with the Page of Pentacles, whatever you're starting, if this is something you're starting or you are implementing, that's a new practical approach that you plan to do, Just remain mindful and stay grounded and focus on the solving of the problem or issues that could occur, and tap into your intuition to guide you as long as your compass isn't off. And with the pages, this is talking about new paths opening up, discovering things, having a vision, investigating things, realizing or coming to different variables here. But this is you perhaps gaining some sort of money or work. And as an outcome, you have the Ace of Cups. So with whatever you're working on, there's a new creative opportunity or offer that you are able to seize, or that is presented to you with this Ace of Cups. But this is also asking you with the Ace of Cups for you to be creative, and creative about the potential for things to happen, to be created, to be done, to be realized, to be worked on. Now, to take a closer look at this Three of Pentacles as something positive, the Three of Pentacles also represents a good omen for you as well, Capricorn. So know that whatever you are dealing with or going through, whatever burdens or possible injustice or delays or backbiting, you have a good omen around you. So that which that offends, you are going to be in a position to cut it off or bring it to an end or to its knees, however it needs to happen. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles. This may be even you being able to be good at coming up with the plan, or others are good at coming up with plans for you. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles for Capricorn, please. Thank you. Nice. Underneath, you do have the Five of Pentacles. So there is some sort of lack or depletion here, or some sort of losses experienced, or you feel out in the cold, or maybe you felt like someone didn't care. But I also feel like this is about you focusing on how to rebuild and recover, no matter what setback, lack, or loss or depletion is being experienced, perhaps around money or with work. And so this is you regaining again, because on this Three of Pentacles, you do have the Two of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords, which is here again, which is double confirmation. And this is you. This is working on things, being prudent, being focused, working hard, paying attention to the details, learning all you can, coming up with compromises that help and work for you, coming into partnerships and agreements that bring harmony and emotional balance and allow what you're working on to be built and be firmed up. And with this Queen of Swords, this is you being logical, having that clarity, your ability to protect with your work, what you're working on, or what you're building, or what you're creating, or what you want to see worked out here. Because you are able to be objective and logical and detached from your emotions and stick to the truth and follow and pay attention to your instincts. This is also your ability to have understanding and knowing where and when you need to be delicate, and commanding a sense of respect, but having perseverance and having patience with yourself and with the process that you are dealing with or going through or experiencing. But this is also you being smart and rational about the decisions that you are making. This is you having an aptitude for what you are dealing with and who you're collaborating with, and they having that aptitude with you that brings some sort of comfort, some sort of understanding, some sort of camaraderie, where you're able to agree and you're able to build, you're able to work on things. This is very, very nice. Just know you do have the potential for an opportunity, or opportunity is coming in or being offered to you, or you're able to create one, or one presents itself, or you find a way to make it happen. And so aces, this is about your ability to recenter, your ability to be creative, your ability to invest, but there's a need for you to have that motivation and that desire and make that choice so that you can receive or you can make it come about for however or whatever is needed here. For some of you, this is a new creative project. So let's take a look at what is some guidance here for you. But I feel like you're going to experience a new emotion here once you're able to cut out what needs to be cut out and create what you need to create by you being able to scrutinize things, strategize, come up with the options, and form relationships that are worthy and that make sense. What is some guidance here for Capricorn? What is some guidance for Capricorn? And what you do gain here, you do gain something tangible. You do discover that you have something to work with. What is the guidance for Capricorn, please? Okay, so even if something is cut off, you'll find a replacement or you'll make do. Thank you. You have she who battles. Abanolaka. Justice, fierce commitment. That is your guidance. Very, very nice. And you see that here. Clarity and wit all about you. Let's see what Abanolaka is talking about. I'm so apologetic that I couldn't say that right. I'm not saying it right. But here's the message. This is a message for you to let you know that Abanolaka is here to help you face your current challenges. If you decide to stand and fight, remember her unwavering focus and complete commitment. Abanolaka knows if she is first victorious in her heart, she cannot be beaten. But there is a great saying, you do not have to attend every argument to which you are invited. You are not diminished by refusing to do battle. Often it takes greater strength to lay down your sword. By doing so, you may learn something that changes the entire scene. Your enemy may turn out to be a friend or a teacher rather than a taker. Whichever path you choose, stay fiercely committed to your decision. Some questions to ask yourself, Capricorn, are: what is the battle at hand that I must take on? How would I feel if I refused this particular fight? And what's really behind this conflict? Now at the bottom, let's take a look. You do have blue. She who loved once. Fragile, secret love, rejection. Ooh, that's not too delicious, or is it? Let's see what blue has to say, since that was at the bottom of the deck. I could say that though, blue. That's one of my favorite colors too. Maybe yours as well. Could be a sign. Just saying. Maybe you want to follow the blue, the color blue. Or this is about your ability to communicate, or your need to communicate and stand in your truth. Anywho, blue is saying that this card encourages you to explore your own feelings of vulnerability. There is always a risk in revealing your emotions. If you have a secret love, it can be a thrilling thing as much as a terrifying one. If you tell them how you feel, how will they respond? Will they appreciate your declaration, or will they walk away? The only real way of knowing the answer is to hold out your gift. Let this card remind you that You weren't meant to love only once. If you suffer the anguish of rejection, allow yourself time to heal. When you are ready, pick new flowers, face the world head on so others can find you to offer you their love. Some questions to ask yourself, Capricorn, are: who are the people I trust to love me? In what ways do I feel vulnerable? How can I best protect my fragile heart today? And so these are your messages. And with this Page of Swords, this may be you being having concerns with trust, or this may be a new connection or potential new connection, and there may be fears around rejection because you don't know, as the seeker, what could happen. And so you may have obstacles about overcoming your fears with going after your fulfillment, or someone may be feeling like this towards you. But you are rejected 100% if you say nothing, opposed to taking a chance, and you may not be rejected, but instead embraced and well received. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. By the way, for some of you, this is new love. The potential for new love. What will you do? Bye, Capricorn.